Now it's gonna be sad.
Hello and welcome to game number 2 of the series of Epex versus Epex Call Shenanigans versus the Ninja Penguins team. On Medic we have Nightwayne, and then support we have Spanners, Trapper we have Iru. I gotta actually put that in the right spot because we need to make sure Iru's on the right location for a name. And on Assault, we have Skyrim. So that's their standard lineup for Ninja Penguins versus the Call Shenanigans lineup. And with me, of course, I do have my good buddy, Admiral Nakamov.
Yeah. So we're headed into the second game here. We get to see if they can tie it up 1-1.
Yep, and we're going to see exactly what they do. It's the same map as we saw last game. And you guys will see that in just a moment, but we're going to have to see how the lineups change. We do see a Hank coming out with the support slot with their Slim, which is something they've been running quite regularly today, as we do see the Abe High. So this is what they've been doing all consistently all day, is with this lineup, with Slim, Hank, Abe, Hyde. And just the amount of control they have, and we'll have to see what Call Shenanigans does. If he goes with his standard, if he goes with the Kraken, which Ninja Penguins has tremendous practice against the Kraken, with their monster being, of course, one of the best Krakens, being Source TV.
Yeah. So I'm really liking this Slim pick. What do you think they're gonna be doing with it?
They're gonna try and use it in order to protect corpses, because if he can't smell, he doesn't know exactly where the corpse is, and with the cloak, it makes it harder for him to body cam, right? So there's that.
Yeah.
Also, the other goal is to make sure that he can't smell the corpses, so he just throw the spore cloak on, and then they just have to pull him away from the corpse and let the bug do the rest. So even if they do go down, they have a plan in place in order to make sure they get the revives against the Kraken.
Yeah, so with this, they're going to be playing as aggressively as possible in those domes.
So we'll have to see exactly what they do in regards to making sure they get it up. They're going to be pushing around. We see right now, we're looking at the dropship camera right now, as the Shenanigans is actually doing stealth right off the spot, just to kind of throw him for a loop, and then he's just going to say, screw it, get a little bit of distance after he broke line of sight from the dropship. So that's a nice little cute play by him. Doesn't really cost him too much to do, and it buys him that extra second. So, all in all, it's not too bad. And he's going to be doing his standard route on this map, which is to cut towards the southeast corner, go up in these high grounds, eat those mammoth birds, and then he'll have a full evolve here.
Yep, so, the old mammoth bird bonanza.
Yeah, the mammoth bird bonanza. And he throws out the vortex, just barely misses those mammoth birds, so... Because he needs to use all 3 points for his vortex on it. Yeah, there he goes. There's his another 6-meat snack. He's having a full dinner right now. This is like, actually no, this is like his breakfast, because there's 3 stages, right? It goes breakfast, lunch, then dinner. Right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he's having a good breakfast.
So here's
hearty
dinner.
bacon. And he's getting poked right now by Spanners. Spanners are now coming with that laser cutter, going to be able to poke him, do a little bit. Iru right now is just positioning himself on this ledge because he knows the monster is going to go north, so he's going to position himself in a spot where he can go either north or south and be equidistant from each other. You see the monster right now is actually going to be doing what he can. Shenanigans is doing what he does best. Pulling some shenanigans. Oh man, that speed bug.
Ooh.
That definitely worked out in his favor. Occasionally what happens is that when you do your traversal, it'll occasionally just launch you like a cannon, and you have no control over it. There are some ways you, in theory, can control it, but you can't get consistent results from it. But that was just one of those times where it just happened and worked out in his favor.
Is this the Havoc physics engine doing that? Every once in a while, it'll launch you off of a welder on the objects in game.
Maybe. I don't know. It's a little bit of chaos. Maybe he collected all the Chaos Emeralds, who knows. And he looks like he's actually going to go for the Evolve on the interior of the building, because this is actually a great spot for him, because he has a large, tight area on the interior, and if he chooses to, he can force them outside where he has a large amount of air terrain, where he can use that to his advantage. However, he does get Toxic Grenade, and he is going to be eating that minigun right to the face. Looking at a 3-point Vortex, 3 points in the Aftershock, as the normal for Shenanigans, as you see him pushing around, trying to deal what he does best, which is just rocking people with the Aftershock. Does it connect? Yes, it does. Going on Spanners. Spanners is down to half HP. He has to burn his cloak in order to keep himself alive. Vortex coming in, forces down the Assault from being able to burn his face. We see more auto attacks coming up from Iru. Maybe trying to do what he can. Slimwayne exposing himself, going for the heal, and goes for the dive on Aftershock. Aftershock does connect, but shield from Spanners does keep Slimwayne up and about. Stealth Path's going and dealing more damage. You see another Vortex connecting. Slimwayne having to burst the heal burst, trying to get himself up, but he is slim, so that's not too bad for him. Getting low on health, the shield is now going in place, but it is actually able to protect Slimwayne, keeping him up. Shield is actually getting really low. Shield has now been burned through. He's not going to have anything else to protect him. He's trying to do what he can. getting slapped and just recharging, trying to do what he can, and down goes Slimwayne. First strike going on the medic. The medic is now on the ground. They're unable to do much else at this point, just trying to keep him from getting up. Assault going for the revive, going to get auto-tactic from the distance sword to make sure that he can't get that. And we actually do see that right now the shields are in place trying to keep that body alive so they can keep it there, but it's not going to be able to keep Slimwayne alive for long. And up in the dropship, up he goes. That bug is no longer on this planet.
There you go. So much for the medic, and that's Shenanigans' time to just run away and get more food.
But Shenanigans did get punished quite heavily, though. He's down to about 10% HP, maybe 15, and he's just hurting. He needs to get some armor in him, and then he needs to be ready to re-engage, because if he doesn't get full armor, he's going to be in a lot of hurt from the assault. This hide is able to melt through everything he can have.
Yeah. Do you think they're going to want to fight without their medic, though? I don't know that they do, even though Spanners has been so on point.
They're all full health, though. That's the thing.
True.
They're all full health, which means they're in a great spot to apply a lot of pressure, because he's super low. Because now the monster and the hunters both have no armor, right? Or, well, the monster has no armor, but the hunters have... Oh, no! The orbital!
Ooh.
Oh!
That was so
close. Oh, jeez. My heart is now going crazy. But they're just like, because right now they're in a great spot to apply pressure, because before he can kill them, they can deal enough damage to actually kill him, right? So they're in a good spot, and with this constant harassment they're buying a good amount of time for their medic to come back, and they're not fully committing either. As you can see from the assault, he's just kind of keeping his distance so he can't eat, and just kind of keeping him pinned in a corner. If they get a dome off here, they'd be able to kill him probably. Before they're able to do it, before the monster's able to kill them. But it really comes down to where the shields are and if he's able to protect them, whilst keeping the team split up so they don't all get hit by one aftershock, for instance. Shenanigans, though, is actually building up his armor meter quite quickly, and I'm sure they're aware of this as they see him eating.
Yeah, getting into those high ground caves has been very beneficial.
And they're backing up right now. They know that he's full.
Yeah.
Or near full, so they know it's not advantageous for them to push anymore. They're going to back up, collect their medic, and they'll be in a much better spot. They're going to take out the Balchinian and make sure that he doesn't do anything, so that the monster can't use them to their advantage in the next dome. Dropship's actually spawning in right in front of where Call Shenanigans is located, and he's actually going to see that on his map if he was paying attention, because it pops up for a quick second before the dropship comes in.
Yep, and he's in the area, not really utilizing that though. Almost stage 3. On his evolve meter. No,
if he wants to, though. He's really low, and they're going to have their medic, so it's going to be a really close fight. And the survival odds say in the bottom right, it's 20 to 80. It's going to be a tough fight for him if he decides to fight against a one-strike medic with almost no health. And he's going to choose to evolve.
Okay. Yep, so Shenanigans, as manly as ever.
Yeah, and he wants to fight in these caves, because he knows that if he does the aftershock, combined with possibly the lightning strike, he'll be able to get a good position off. And does he go lightning strike? Yes, he does. He went lightning strike, so he's full shotgun. So he's going to vortex into a lightning strike, and then he's going to dive bomb aftershock. That's going to be the full combo that he's going to be pulling off to try and rock them out. He's going to use his artillery lightning strike. Doesn't connect, though, just barely missing. As we take a look at the trapper cam, we're going to have to see that they're trying to get as much as they can, just trying to flush him out, forcing him to come out and aftershock the medic. Unable to get much, though. Going for it, going to the vortex, mega hit, going in. Lightning strike is actually in effect. Lightning strike does connect, but the shield's on point. Going to be going for the dive bomb aftershock. Does it as well? Yes, it does. Right now we see a vortex going in, almost no health. I see over the barrage coming in. Doesn't connect, though. Medic's actually down, so that's a second strike on the medic. He needs to get his space here. And right now, he did just pop the bug on the assault, so the assault's not going to get healed anymore, and he needs to make sure that that corpse goes down while making sure he doesn't die in the process. So he's going to need to do what he can to try and protect it while he can't revive. So he's going to be trying to get his space, get a little bit of armor, but he's not going to get that space. He's going to have to go for the lightning strike and doesn't get it because the hunter's right on point with their position. Trapper getting it with the shotgun. Kill confirmed. Monster slain. Makes it 1-1 in the series. Ninja Penguins versus Epex.
Yeah, just a really smart play from the Hunters again, and
good game.
Well, maybe Shenanigans a little too excited to evolve there. You think he should have tried to fight and get some strikes, maybe get some downs, and burn the dome before he went off to evolve?
Well, he's in for some chops, and he's just trying to get what he can. But in the meantime, guys, we're actually going to take a quick break, see what we can get. And in the meantime, we're going to get ready for the next lobby, and we'll be good to cast for the next game of Ninja Penguins versus Epex, game number 3, because it is currently 1-1 in the series.